Now, this is not new revelatory information, but truths must be repeated for them to sink into our minds, or at least sometimes we need to be reminded of that which we already know. And the thing is, one of the biggest powers that most men have, any man at any given time, no matter how ugly, how short he is the power to give attention. The power to give attention. The reason why a lot of women are out of order, one of the reasons we can speak to is that men are giving women attention, and to them, it's everything. We don't think much of it. When you jump onto Instagram or any social platform and send a like to the girl, that's the thing that she was yearning for. So the more likes, it doesn't even matter, what number you are, what ranking in the order of the likes. You just go, I got 1,000 likes, I got 100 likes. You don't really matter as far as the individual behind that. There's no value to you apart from the attention you give. The attention you give is so invaluable, and partly, and it's so potent to the point that it changes the mindset of the girl. She wakes up in the morning, she posts. Imagine if girls were putting thirst traps, and all those traps were not getting any responses. Men just said, you know what, we're tired of seeing your naked bodies. This is a new era, an elegance era, a modest era. So we don't want to see cheeks. We don't want to see any of that. And you just retaliated by doing one thing, the retaliation of just your silence and removal of self and the attention. If y'all did that, that would be power. That would change things. Now we know the world has got far too many simps, far too many. And some of these simps got a lot of money and they create time on those simp, and that's just the unfortunate thing. But like the analogy of the dog, let's say a man has a dog which he's had for a long time in his home, and he kind of doesn't regard the dog. He just kind of doesn't care about it, but the dog is there. He feeds you from time to time, not really consistent. So the dog is skinny. It's not a super healthy dog, but it's there. It's his dog. The maintenance is not high, but it's there. Okay, doesn't really regard it. The day that dog runs away from that house, he's gonna miss it. He's gonna miss. He's going. I wonder where it is. Day one. I wonder where my dog went. He's asking the neighbors, "Have you seen my dog?" Okay, or maybe he's gonna come back to tomorrow. So he waits. Maybe doesn't stress out because it's odd that the fact that the dog is not there anymore. Day two goes by, but there's gonna be something in him that says, "Why did the dog run away?" He's gonna miss the dog, even though he may have not cared so much for the dog, because the dog has removed its presence from that situation. So by the dog being present, it added value to that man, even though he did not regard the dog. So men do not really fully realize the power of their attention because it changes the course of the mind. It changes the dynamic of the day for women, and that very thing has made them to be very entitled. We are great contributors to the entitlement that we're seeing observing society. So unfortunately, men do not understand the power, but the few that do, because this message will only reach the few. The majority may play along and just participate and devalue themselves, because part of you simping and texting and liking posts is devaluing yourself because you're presently in a list of men. You might as well stand in a queue like those guys who stood in a line to get with one girl. I think she got with 101 guys. So, shame. It's sad that men are able to stoop so low and not see the value of their attention, which they hold, which is just a huge currency in the stock market as far as the females are concerned. And men, if they woke up and reduced and just dialed it down, matter of fact, just go to zero, kind of like the dog that just ran away, it would change everything. We can shape anything in an instant when we take away the thing that drives the agent as far as the female brain is concerned. It will be immediately felt. They'll complain, but eventually there would have to be some maybe band-aid solutions on their part, but there will be some changes.